next level training series. I hope you took the first one seriously. I don't know how many people sent me messages, said, oh my gosh, halfway through, when you're talking about people going and surfing on Facebook, I was surfing on Facebook. I was checking my email. Okay, I'll focus. I hope you're focused for this series. And would it surprise you to know that a lot of people from video 1 won't even make it to video 2, even inside of network marketing? They just can't be bothered. Stuff gets in the way, stuff happens, and they don't even make it to video number 2. So hopefully the people that are here are committed all the way through video 7. They're going to watch them. When they come out, they're going to watch them all, and they're going to apply what they learn, because knowledge is useless unless you apply it. So today, we're going to talk about a very important concept, and I'm going to give you 2 days worth of homework between now and Friday's video training, which is a very important concept called take inventory. I'm treating this series as if I'm coaching you. I'm sitting in your living room and saying, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Let's figure out a game plan for you. If I was coaching you personally, this would be the conversation that we would have. And one of the most important things is to take inventory. And think about this. It's asking yourself a series of questions. Question number 1, what are your current assets? What do you have to work with? If I'm working with you, I need to know, where are you at? And what do you have to work with? Do you have some raw materials? Do you have an organization to speak of? Do you have skills? Do you have resources? We'll talk about all those things. But when it comes to assets, let me ask you some very specific questions. And I want you to go get these answers, not to answer to me, but to answer to yourself. Okay? Question number 1. How many people on your team are currently active? How many people on your team are currently using the product on a monthly basis, are currently qualified for commissions? Not how many people have joined, that's a different number. How many are currently active in your business? Question number 2, is that up or down over the previous year? If it's down, it's one set of things that we're going to set into motion. If it's up, then that's great, but we're going to see how far it's up. But I need to know, as you start this beginning of the year, where are you at? What are we working with? Do you have 10 active? Do you have 100 active? Do you have 1,000 active? All different levels of people are going to be engaged in this next level training program, but the question is the same. How many people active do you have on your team? Question number 2. How many people do you have qualified at each rank? How many are qualified at each rank? And the reason why I say qualified depends on the company. But some companies, you get the title of a rank, but unless you keep that qualification, you don't get paid at that title. So part of our business is dealing with the ebbs and flows. So you might get to level 4, but you're only being paid right now at level 3. So a goal might be get to level 4, and then we'll move on to retrenching. Not everything just automatically goes up. People just don't go to level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. In many companies, it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 2, level 3, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 4, level 3, level 4. See what I mean? Level 5, level 6, level 5, level 4, level 5, level 5, level 5, level 5, level 6, level 7. That's what happens inside our business. But what I want to know right now, I can't use specific rank titles in this training because there's a lot of different companies, but how many are at level 1, baseline distributor? How many level 2? How many level 3? How many level 4? How many level 5? Qualified. Not just recognized, but qualified. Because that's important as to the strategy we're going to use in order to motivate and inspire those people at all different levels to make 2015 their best year ever. Okay? And you're going, well, gosh, this is homework. Well, yeah, this is a business. This is what we're doing. You need to know how many are active on your team. You need to know how many are qualified at each rank. inside of your organization. Question number 3 under assets is, what's the number of people you had in your group, in your downline, at your last major company event? Destination event where people were flying in, driving in from long distances, not regional, major convention, major destination event. The reason why this is important, if you've been following me at all for any period of time, you know that my belief is that major events, attendance at major events, is the easiest way for you to hit your goals. I mean, I'll give you an example. If you were to tell me that you wanted to make $100,000 this year, okay? That was your goal. What I would tell you is the easiest path to do that is figure out a way to get 100 people at your next company major event. That's the easiest path. Now, there are a lot of other things we can do, but you want the fastest and easiest, figure out a way to get 100 people there. You got to get 10 people on your team to each get 10. You got to get 20 people on your team to each get 5. You got to inspire and figure out a way to get 100 people in your downline at that event, because you're going to earn approximately $1,000 per person per year that attend a company major event in your organization. That's a general rule. It's not 100% set in stone, but you'll be shocked at how accurate it is. So if you told me that last year you had 15 people at your major event, I would tell you you're making approximately $1,200 to $1,500 a month. That's about what you're making. If you tell me that I had 25 at the major event, you're making a couple $1,000s a month, $25,000 a year. I'm using all these numbers US, but for those of you around the world, you can do the math, right? Same principle. If you had 50, you're making about $4,000 a month. About. Like I say, there are circumstances when this doesn't work exactly. Maybe you have multiple line structure and you have all the business in one line and you're unbalanced, those types of things. But for the most part, up to about $1 million a year, these numbers hold true. Okay? So, how many did you have at the last major event? And how many, what's the number, committed to the next major event? So let's say you have, and most of you know what your answer is going to be. I don't know. The event's in August. I don't know how many are committed. That's a huge problem. What we need to work on is all roads need to lead to your major event. All roads. If you want to build a big business in network marketing, all roads need to lead to your next major event. So let's say you had 25 at your last major event. If I was coaching you, I would have a very difficult time accepting less than a goal of 100 people at your next major event. But what's the first thing you're going to do to start? You're going to talk to the people in your organization, and you're going to ask them, are you committed to this next event? Yes or no? Just let me know. Are you going or are you not going? Are you registered or are you not registered? Do you have your plane ticket? Do you have your hotel? Or don't you? You hear what I'm saying? The best way to hit that goal of 100, if in that hypothetical example, is to get the people who are committed, the last one, to get them committed, and then take inventory inside the group. Call everybody in the group and say, are you in or are you out? Are you going to the event or aren't you? Who's committed? What's the number of people committed to the next event? That would tell me as a coach, as a mentor, as a friend, an enormous amount of what we need to work on in order for you to be successful in your business. Another question. I would ask also on the rank thing, how many are qualified at each rank, and how many my handwriting, but how many are committed to the next level? How many are excited and committed? If they're level 4, they're committed to get to level 5. If they're level 7, they're committed to get to level 8 or 9. See what I mean? How many in your group are at each rank, and how many are qualified for the next one? How are you going to know this? How many are committed to the next one? How are you going to know this? You're going to have to make some phone calls. You're going to have to talk to the people in your group over the course of the next couple days and find out how many you have that are committed to the next rank in 2015. How many are prepared to make 2015 their best year ever? How many are prepared to go to the next rank? How many are prepared to face their fear? How many are prepared to build their confidence in their skills? How many are prepared to stay consistent? How many? Who are they? And when you get the people who say, yes, me, I'm committed to the next level, that's a special list of people that you're going to spend a lot of time with. The people say they don't know, you're not going to spend a lot of time with them. People who don't answer, or can't answer, or won't answer, or say I'm too busy for other things, you're not going to spend a lot of time with those people. You're going to spend time with the people who are active, who are qualified, or want to be qualified at a rank or a bigger rank, that are attending the major event. These are the people you're going to be spending time with. You're not going to be spending much time with the people that aren't saying yes to these things. You're just not. Love them, wait for them, hope for them, be their friend, but you're not going to spend a lot of work time with them. You're going to spend work time with people saying yes to these questions. How many meetings are happening in your organization on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? How many? How many do you think will happen if you added up all the meetings, one-on-one meetings, two-on-one meetings, small group, home meetings, larger hotel presentations, regional events? How many meetings are happening inside of your team? How many are your team doing? My good friend Sam Georges talks about your quality of your business is based upon the number of conversations that are happening in your business. What the meetings are is an opportunity to create those conversations. And if you don't have those conversations happening, guess what? Your business ceases to exist. Our job as leaders is to create more conversations. So take inventory right now. And if you can't take it for January yet, look at December and say how many meetings happened in my group in the month of December. Add them all up. Have each line give you a little report. Figure out how many meetings happened, because then we're going to set a goal each month. If we know what December was, then guess what? We know what we need to do in January. Improve on December. And then what do we need to do in February? Improve on January. How do we need to do that? By all the creativity that we have. Every kind of promotion that we can come up with, every kind of program that we can think, any kind of incentive that we can come up with, training on the topic, motivation on the topic. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how many meetings happened last month, then you can figure out a game plan inside of your company to create more meetings and more conversations in the next month. Really important question, especially as we're starting this year. How many active, how many qualified, at the rank, or want to get requalified, or want to get to the next level? How many attended your last major event? How many are committed to the next major event? How many meetings are happening in your organization on a monthly basis? How many? Because if you know, guess what most people do? They put their head in the sand. And they go, la, 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 I don't know, how can I keep track? I don't know. Well, if you're a publicly traded company, your distributorship was a publicly traded company, guess what questions your investors would be asking? How many meetings happened in your group last month? And if you went, I don't know, guess what they would do? They would sell your stock. They wouldn't buy your stock, they'd sell. Do you want them to buy or sell? Somebody looking at your business. Buy or sell. Because guess what the prospects are doing when they're taking a look at whether to join or not? They're thinking buy or sell. They're thinking join or not join. So if you treat this seriously, you know how many meetings are happening on a monthly basis, that next month you can work on plans to get more meetings. Because meetings make money. More meetings equal more money, right? So January's got to be more than December. February's got to be more than January. March has got to be more than February. And if you're not paying attention to this, then you deserve the results that you get. If you are paying attention, and I don't care if you're just starting out, you have 2 people in your organization. You had 4 meetings in total, including you, in the month of December. What do we need to do in January? How hard is it to go from 4 to 8? Not very hard. And then in February, how hard does it go from 8 to 16 or 20 or 25? Not very hard. But if we don't pay attention to it, it's real easy to go from 8 to 6, or go from 50 to 27, and you didn't even realize. All you saw was, gosh, production's down when you got your report at the end of the month. You had no strategy at all to increase the number of meetings in your organization. I told you I was going to tell you the truth. I told you I was going to be blunt. I told you I was going to be candid. I told you this is a no tourist zone. Some people that are watching this need to grow up and realize this is a real business. What you had to apply in your other jobs, your other businesses you've owned, you've got to apply it here. Simple. Structure. Accountability. A business plan. Important questions. Giving your organization assignments and expectations and having them rise to those assignments and rise to those expectations is what leaders do. So, how many meetings? Now, this is a question we might not even think is important. How many people do you have on your team that is a good presenter right now? Can present the opportunity? How many? How many are a good trainer? You can tell the quality of an organization. I'm talking about the thickness and the vibrancy and the resiliency of an organization based upon the number of presenters and the number of trainers that are in that organization. I see companies all over the world. I work with companies all over the world. I work with the best of the best. And the companies that have momentum, but they only have a few presenters and a few trainers, guess what I know is going to happen? Their momentum is going to fall on its face because they don't have enough raw materials when it comes to presenters and trainers and leadership in the field in order to be able to sustain it and take it to the next level. They're all counting on a few people in order to be able to do that. The strongest organizations, the ones that continue to grow year after year without this amazing personality driving it from the top necessarily. What they have is thickness of presenters and trainers. So how many do you have right now? Just give me a number. What's the number? And if the number's 0, that's okay. Awareness is the key to growth. Awareness is the key to getting to the next level. If you're not aware of the issue, then you don't know how to fix it. But if you're aware of the number, even if it's a 0, then we have to have a game plan to start with you. Let's get you to be a good presenter. Let's get you to be a good trainer. Let's start with the people in your organization. Ask them, would you like to become a presenter or a trainer over the course of this next year? Would you like to get in front of people and tell the story? And if they say yes, then work out a game plan in order to be able to help them achieve that goal. If you want to have a strong organization that creates real residual income, not just a glorified job, real growth, whether or not you're involved, get an organization that's thick with presenters and thick with trainers, and you won't have any problem. Okay? So, what's the number? How many? How many meetings are happening in your group on a monthly basis? How many are committing to the next major event? How many were at the last major event? How many are qualified at each rank? Who wants to go to the next one? How many people are active in the organization? Okay? Now, how do you get the answers to these questions? You've got to have conversations. And resist the urge to just send out a big email. If you have a very large organization, you can give an assignment to a certain rank to have them take inventory person by person inside of that rank. But my suggestion to you, if your organization's under 100 people, I would call all 100 in the next couple days, and I would ask them these questions. Are you active? What level are you qualified at? Were you at the last major event? You want to go to the next one? Did you do any meetings in the last 30, how many meetings did you do in the month of December? You tell me the truth. Do you want to become a presenter? Do you want to become a trainer? Do you consider yourself one also? Okay? If you have a large organization, you're going to have to delegate and get those numbers back. But those numbers, the numbers, are what's going to give you a roadmap. The numbers are what's going to give you a game plan for 2015. You can't just go through the motions and wing it and expect to go to the top in network marketing. You just can't. I mean, you could try, but you're not going to get there. So I want you to get there. You're watching this because you want to get there. So if you're serious, I need you to take inventory between now and the next video. This is a serious assignment. You're going to have to go to work in order to be able to do this. Between now and the video on Friday, I need you to do this. Now, in addition to assets, these are the assets that you have. Okay? What other assets do you have? Do you have a supportive environment? Do you have friends in the business? Think about the assets that you have to work with. But let's talk about some other things in taking inventory. That says resources, sorry. What resources do you have? In other words, what events does a company provide? What tools do you have that are available to you? What training do you have that's available to you? What are the resources you have in order to be able to go to the next level? Do you have a friend in the business? Do you have a workout partner? Do you have tools that'll help you grow? What resources do you have? Come up with a list of the resources that you have, and also, I want you to think about, as we start this year, the quality of your environment. Who are you allowing to influence you? Who are you allowing to have an impact on your life? Your environment. Are you surrounding yourself with greatness, or are you surrounding yourself with mediocrity? Are you surrounding yourself with positive, or are you allowing negative to creep into your life? Are you surrounding yourself with people that will force you to stay focused, or are you surrounding yourself with people who are distracting you all of the time? What does your environment look like? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it encouraging? Is it leading in the direction of your dreams, or is it not? You want to fix your environment? You need to look at the people you're spending time with, number one. You need to look at what you're feeding your mind with, number two, as far as positive. And then number three, you need to guard your mind from all the negative, including people, including media, including whatever, all the negative. Feed with positive, guard from negative, and surround yourself with people in your environment that will encourage you in the direction of your dreams. Okay? So your environment is really, really big. Then next, take inventory on skills. Where are you at with the 7 skills? I need to know. If I'm coaching you, I need to know, because this is a big deal. Skill number 1, finding prospects. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you right now? If you're like, I don't know who I should call, you're a pretty low number. If you're like, I don't know anybody, I live in a small town, you're a pretty low number. This is a skill. Finding prospects is a skill. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Be honest. Because if you're a 3, what does that say? We have to come up with a game plan in 2015 to help you increase those skills. The faster the better. By the end of this program, I'm going to let you know how to crash course these skills, but for now, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Skill number 2, inviting. The gateway skill of network marketing on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you in inviting people to take a look at what you have when it comes to product or opportunity? 1 to 10, where are you? Right now, be honest. Skill number 3, presenting. Are you a body dragger? You just drag somebody to somebody else's presentation, or can you do some presentations for prospects or for people in your organization, their prospects? Scale of 1 to 10, where are you presenting? Skill set number 4, follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up, right? Heard that a million times? Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? On follow-up, be honest. Look at the results in your business. Skill set number 5 is closing. Helping people make a decision for them that's good for them. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you when it comes to closing? Be honest. Skill set number 6, getting people started. This is where duplication lives. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? And be honest. And number 7, promoting events. Getting people to attend big events. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Be honest. Work on a game plan of these skills. So not only your assets, but your resources, what do you have available to you, your environment, what are you surrounding yourself with, and your skills. What is your current skill set in this profession in order to be able to make this year your best year ever? Be honest on these 1 to 10s and look for the gaps, because those gaps might be robbing you of momentum, of duplication, of growth. See, even this next level training program is a way of me taking inventory with you. What did I do? I don't know, a week ago, 10 days ago. I said, okay, who wants to make 2015 your best year ever? Go sign up for this program. It's free. I'll give to you free what I would charge you $500 for. That would be a good value. But I'll give it to you, but you got to opt in. And guess what? Not everybody in the Network Marketing Pro community did. Not even close. Why is that? It's not their time. They're not ready right now. They're too busy with the little distractions of life. But you said, me. I took inventory. Who's ready? I'm ready. Then we did video number 1. I said, no tourists, don't you mess around. If you're going to mess around and watch Facebook and scroll through your email while you're watching this video, turn it off right now, walk away, because you're not ready. There's no shot for you having a great year if you can't focus in on this. Okay? I've done well, but more important than that, I'm bringing you the playbook from all the $1 million earners in the world. I get to hang out and spend time with all of them. Do you think I'm sharing the best ideas or the worst? The best from all the people making huge money inside of our profession. That would be a clue if you're not willing to pay attention to that or take notes. If you're sitting here like this and go, yeah, okay, yeah, this is interesting. Now, I'll take notes later, whatever. Please. If I take notes, maybe you should take notes. Now, taking notes is one thing. Actually following through on this is another thing. If we were working personally, I don't even offer that option anymore because it's just, I don't have enough time to do it. But we were working personally, I would get answers to every one of these questions. They'd be detailed answers on your assets, your resources, your environment, your skills. Now, I was going to give you one more thing, but I'm going to save that for another video because I gave you a lot of homework. There's a lot of stuff here to work with. You need to take inventory on all this stuff with your group. You need to take inventory on all this stuff personally. And from that, we can build a structure that will give you what you want to achieve in network marketing, that you want to have this breakthrough. You want to have this amazing year. I told you, you're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to invest money. You're going to have to invest time. You're going to have to shock yourself. You're going to have to scare yourself. You're going to have to get outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to, pardon my language, grow up and join a business. Step away from the amateur, step away from the hobby, and grow up into that woman that you're meant to be, that man that you're meant to be, that leader that you're meant to be. Network marketing is a vehicle that will help you get there, but you've got to take the step. Okay? So that is session number 2. I hope you got value from it. Look for session number 3 on Friday, and I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.